Now we will create our own project from scratch. On the initial page, we will choose the blank project by clicking here. Adding new elements can be done by clicking on the member command in the Design tab. We can choose a cross-section from 4 categories, which include rolled, welded, cold formed and timber profiles. We will choose an Eld rolled profile 80 by 80 with a thickness of 10 mm. Here we can also view and edit material properties or pick a different steel grade. When clicking OK, the element named M1 automatically appears on the screen, and we can add another exact element by right-clicking on the member, New Member. On the right side of the screen, we can define member properties, change the cross-section, edit the geometry and material. In the drop-down menu, profiles that were used in this project are available to choose. Here we can mirror the member in accordance to the XY plane and the ZY plane. We can choose continuous or ended geometrical type. The continuous element is positioned in the node with the middle of its length, while the ended element is positioned in the node with its edge. The following lines are used for positioning our element in space, rotation in the horizontal and vertical planes, and around its axis. We will copy our element and rotate it horizontally by 180 degrees and mirror it in accordance to the XZ plane. Currently selected element is always orange and the non-selected elements are blue. The model type refers to the loads carried by the selected element. The first option refers to transferring all 6 load components. The following are options for transferring load components to the Z and Y planes. And finally, the option of transferring longitudinal and transverse forces without bending moment. Depending on the selection, the bearing display changes. One of the bearing elements always has a fixed support, and its representation is a red surface. We determine which of the elements will be fixed by clicking on the command Set Bearing. The same command can be accessed by right-clicking on the model or here in the list. In the next menu, we can also define the load position for an individual element. By default, it's always a node, but if necessary, we can move it to the bolt center of gravity or to some other desired position. You can delete an individual element from the model here on the main menu or by right-clicking on the list. Now we will adjust our model. For M2, we will set a new cross-section and rotate it in the vertical plane. For the M1, we will also change the cross-section and rotate it. Doing this, we got the desired knot topology for connecting the beam to the column, and in the next video the internal forces will be defined.